For years, the North Rift has been the hotspot of insecurity. Countless reports of community clashes resulting in casualties and cattle rustling and attacks on security forces bringing peace to the restive region has been the elusive task of every administration to date. We take you back to some chilling attacks and the interventions by government to silence the guns. Here's Victoria Rubadiri with that story.
At least 42 police officers and police reservists lost their lives in 2012 during a security operation in Suguta Valley, now infamously known as the Valley of Death. It was the deadliest attack on security forces on Kenyan soil to date. The young officers, aged between 20 and 26 years, were on a mission to recover 500 heads of stolen cattle that had been driven to Lomirok village, Turkana. They were ambushed by over 100 armed attackers while deep in the valley, minutes after they had spotted the stolen animals.
What were those officers doing there without bulletproof vests?
Then President Mwai Kibaki authorized the Kenya Defense Forces to be deployed in Samburu County and other areas to provide support to the Kenya Police Service in apprehending the bandits and recovering stolen animals and arms. It was part of a series of interventions by government to stamp out the bandit menace in the area. 2 years later, on October 31st, 2014, 21 officers who were in pursuit of armed raiders who 3 days before had killed 3 of their colleagues from the General Service Unit met their demise in Kapedo. The raiders had attacked cars ferrying Kenya's Certificate of Primary Education examination materials and burned them. President Uhuru Kenyatta visited the area shortly after the attack, demanding that the killers and the guns they stole from the dead officers be handed over.
Na mimi nashukuru wazee wanasema niwapatie wiki mbili watarudisha hizo silaha walichukua. Na najua nia yao ni njema, lakini nataka niseme hivi. Mimi silaha hizo ambazo zilichukuliwa kutoka hawa askari, mimi sitaki kungojea wiki mbili, nataka zirudishwe leo. Lazima mnajua wako wapi.
Since then, bandit-prone areas in Baringo, Turkana, Elgeyo Marakwet, West Pokot and Samburu counties have been subject to government interventions. From disarmament drives, dusk to dawn curfews, barazas to foster peace and cohesion, deployment of security forces, and drones for surveillance, as well as investigations into the bandits' identities. None, however, have been effective in quelling the violence. The killings still persist, livestock in the thousands stolen, schools closed, and countless people displaced from their homes. Cumulatively, more than 125 deaths have been reported since June 2021 in parts of Elgeyo Marakwet, Baringo, West Pokot and Turkana due to banditry attacks. Kerio Valley, now the latest focal point for security forces. Police reports indicate that at least 40 people have been shot dead in the troubled valley since January last year. The killing of 2 girls last month sparking calls from leaders, the most recent coming as early as yesterday.
Kerio Valley is being run by a militia. This government was elected to protect the lives and the property of the people of Kerio Valley.
Hii mambo ya tunaambiwa ati kuna majeshi na wanalala barracks, sijui wanangojea vita nchi gani. Badala ya kukaa kwa barracks, mimi nataka kuambia rais wetu, tafadhali amrisha hiyo majeshi watoke kwa barracks, wakuje hapa Kerio Valley, wapambane na hii watu ambao wanajifanya ati wao ni wanaume kushinda watu wengine. Wanaua watoto wa watu kila siku.
The best solution is full disarmament, full, with ultimate support of each one of us to make sure that we get rid of all guns from Kerio Valley.
The Herculean task now inherited by the current regime that has committed to definitively dealing with the menace once and for all. Victoria Rubadiri, Citizen TV.